Well, all right. How about the reigning champion Kansas City Chiefs? Their win streak continues, winning the opener here as, a really impressive game. And I'll be honest, I don't think it was a perfect game. I think there were some things that they could have improved upon. We'll get into it. I didn't think Mahomes had his best day, although he really made some key plays when he had to. There was some bad, there was a lot of good. We'll get into all of it on how Mahomes and the Chiefs were able to beat the Baltimore Ravens. Before I do, though, just want to mention I do have a movie channel. If you like watching movies, check that out. The link is in the description below. It is Jackson Kruger Movies. Have some fun stuff on there, some like movie reviews, things of that nature. So, yeah. But anyway, let's just talk some Patrick Mahomes, why don't we? So I want to start off with some negatives. Starting off with the play you see on your screen, Mahomes had two throws that went kind of right to Baltimore players in the first half. This was the first one where it's going to be a 3rd down and 5. You see Xavier Worthy's route on this one, and it's one that can work in this situation. Again, sure, you just need the 5 yards, but you would always like a touchdown if you can get it, so in the end zone is certainly a plus. But with it going over the middle of the field, there really is the potential of a safety or even a linebacker, but probably not the linebacker, but at least a safety following Worthy's route. And so that's just something for Mahomes you have to be aware of if you're making this throw. When this play begins, Mahomes is going to look in that direction. He's going to be under pressure and fires in that direction. And the safety is all over this, which is something that Mahomes really, I'm assuming he was just gambling wouldn't happen on this one. But to me, that's not really a smart gamble by Mahomes given the situation. Worthy has already shown his speed. He is your kind of downfield threat. Of course, the safety is going to pay attention to him. This one ends up almost getting intercepted. Good job by Worthy. He really fought, did what he could on that one. But, that is one that saying it went right to a Ravens player is probably a bit of an exaggeration, but was a play that could have gone very wrong. I think that's totally reasonable to say. And then also this one, a play that did go very wrong, although to me this one's actually a lot more forgivable, although still definitely blame you can put on him. It's a zone coverage concept. You see the route on the screen. It's one that can work against this coverage, right? Gets into a gap in coverage over the middle. Sure. Mahomes is going to take the snap. He's going to look over there, and it takes him a while to get over there. I'm not saying that in a negative way, just like due to the play. Takes him a little bit to get over to that read, and part of what Mahomes does too is doesn't look right away at where he wants to throw it to try and help the play get open. The issue is there's pressure. I mean, he's getting hit as he's thrown, and listen, I'm not going to sit here and criticize Mahomes for trying to make a throw while he's getting hit because 99 out of 100 times these work out, right? He breaks the rules. If this was Daniel Jones, I'd be saying what a bad decision by Daniel Jones. This isn't Daniel Jones, it's Patrick Mahomes. Kind of a big difference there. That being said, due to the contact, the throw is just off and results in an interception instead of a potential catch. It was supposed to be further and more towards the left. I'll be honest, it still seems like it might have been a risky throw anyway, but certainly with the pressure, it didn't work out. Again, we've seen Mahomes make magic happen with this stuff before, but I think it's still fair to say, not his best play. And then we saw plays that were really good. Stuff like this, where it's a 2nd down and 5 situation, and this is a good Andy Reid's play, a good Travis Kelce play, even though, Travis Kelce's not even going to get the ball. Let me explain. Here's the situation. It's a zone coverage play. That is Kelce's route. Okay, we've seen Kelce do this a million times, right? Find a gap in coverage and get open. Well, not this time. When it begins, Kelce's doing what he does, trying to get into a gap in coverage, but Baltimore's not letting this happen, which you can't let this happen. You got to know where 87 is. You see how there's multiple players in that area to cover him, but the Chiefs are ready for this. Right there is Rashee Rice, who is, he was kind of their best receiver last year, best wide receiver, Kelce, their best receiving option. He's going to just run past Kelce, and because of the attention Kelce is getting, watch as Rice ends up getting wide open. Mahomes perfect with the timing on that, and Rice does great work in open space, and just like that is able to pick up a good amount of yards. Rice, really underrated player for the Kansas City Chiefs, in my opinion, doing some nice stuff, but also, again, it's the attention of Kelce. Kelce has no problem being a decoy if it allows them to get the ball down the field. And then stuff like this, just your classic Patrick Mahomes things, where what's going to happen is it's a zone coverage concept. Mahomes is going to be in motion, going from the offenses left to the offenses right on this play. So, okay, let's see what happens. Mahomes is going to fake a handoff. He goes in motion towards the bottom of the screen, as I mentioned, on the rollout. And you see that there's pressure right in his face. So most quarterbacks were sitting here saying, well, this play's about to be over, but most quarterbacks are not Patrick Mahomes. As you see, he makes this look easy, jukes him out, throws, off balance easily. Play design works. They got a player open over the middle. Really good stuff there. Again, it's the added benefit of even when something goes wrong, Mahomes finds a way to make it work. You need multiple things to go wrong defensively to stop Mahomes. And then this play was a really interesting one, I think. Definitely a backbreaker for the Ravens, who are just trying to, say, hey, if we can just hold them to a field goal, keep it a one-score game, this did not help things, I think. And you could easily write this off. But I think there is some positives by the Chiefs on this play. Let's talk about the play. It's supposed to be a cover 2 zone. There's going to be 10 players on the field for the Ravens who react as though it's a cover 2 zone. Now, Xavier Worthy's route can still get open on a cover 2 zone. It sort of, once he gets past the corner, underneath the safety, it can work. That's what Mahomes is trying to hit. And I don't even know if Mahomes noticed this blown coverage, to be honest. Because watch him take the snap, and he's going to kind of quickly just get the ball over Marlon Humphrey's head. That's what he's going for right here. The issue is 39 for Baltimore just didn't realize this was cover 2. He thought it was cover 3, I believe is what happened. That's the way everyone else is reacting. So, hey, sometimes you get a break right there. But I got to be honest, I think that's, maybe if it was cover 2, the safety could have came in and made a play. But I think that's probably a catch and a first down either way. But hey, either way for the Chiefs, it's not your fault that the defense makes a mistake. If they make a mistake, you got to make them pay. And that's exactly what they did on this one. So yeah, honestly, I think it's fair to say this was not Mahomes' best day. Part of that is the Ravens made some plays to make things more difficult, of course. But I think that Mahomes would say after this, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I think that if the Chiefs have to play in 4 postseason games and they play this, and Mahomes plays this way all 4 times, I don't know if they win all 4 times. At the same time, though, the Ravens are a team that some people consider to be Super Bowl contenders. A lot of people consider to be Super Bowl contenders. The Chiefs' star player, Mahomes, threw a couple of potential interceptions, maybe looked a little bit off here and there. Still was Mahomes, still had his Mahomes-type plays, right? But because of all that, and they still were able to win. And I think that you look at all that and say, well, that's probably pretty optimistic, if anything. And again, just to be clear, I'm certainly not saying I think Mahomes played poorly or anything like that. Just that, it wasn't Mahomes' best day, right? We're used to seeing more from Mahomes than I think we saw in this one. But that being said, it's still better than most quarterbacks' best day, right? That's kind of how I viewed it. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Mahomes and how he played. Definitely a pretty big game, I thought. But yeah, big win for the Chiefs here in Week 1. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.